What's going on, everybody, man? Boy, is it good to be back. Oh, the last couple of weeks have been hell. Welcome back to Eddie B TV. I am, of course, Eddie B. Nice to see y'all. We are back at you again today for another reaction video. And yeah, like I said, y'all, the last couple of weeks have been hell, man. I don't know if any of you ever had the Rona before, man, but I know it's different from person to person, but damn, I swear, man, quite a few times I was like on the edge of just like, you know, just like, Jesus, take the wheel. It was really that bad, man. Jeez, I haven't been that sick since I was probably in my early 20s or something like that. It was really that bad. But you know what, we here now, and hopefully it didn't have any long-lasting effects on me. But I'm glad to be back. So thank y'all for tuning in one more time. And we're gonna go ahead and pick up where we left off with Patrice O'Neal live at the Comedy Store. Part 2 of this comedy special that we're getting into today. The first part of this one, just a little bit of a recap. You know, he was talking about, I think he was talking about somebody like the Schwarzenegger and his governor, where he's from, you know, being, you know, just like on some other shit though. But yeah, man, we're gonna pick right up where we left off. So no more talk. I'm glad to be back. Like I said, let's go ahead and do this. Patrice O'Neal live at the Comedy Store, part 2 of this comedy special. And if you like this reaction, please put on the like button for me one time. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and leave a nice comment for your boy. Constructive critiques, leave a nice suggestion or request, and throw a couple jabs, jokes, and zingers at me. Friendly dialogue, no drama here, all right? Don't need any of that. Last couple weeks, I've had plenty of drama. I can't take no more. I swear I can't. But yeah, man, like I said, good to be back here. I'm feeling better than I have in a while, and hopefully I don't got to deal with that no more, because it was a pain in the ass, and I'm just happy to be here right now. So let's go ahead and do this, y'all. Patrice O'Neal live at the Comedy Store, part 2 of this stand-up comedy special, right here on Eddie B TV. Glad to be back, y'all, and thank y'all for tuning in one more time. Let's have some fun here. Oh yes, very much so. Yes, get everything tight, ready. Don't punish me, all right? Man, we just back. Let's get situated with this one, and here we go.
I mean, I don't like Bush, but he's killing motherfuckers like he's supposed to. Because no matter how sweet we try to be, man, look, our job is not to give a fuck about other people. That's why we're number one. Do you understand why we're number one? I'm gonna ask a white guy, why are we number one in this world? Yeah. He said we kill people, but that's not why. A lot of people kill people, but why people think we're number one. Why they hate us like we're number one. They don't hate England like they're number one no more. England sucks now. England raped and pillaged the entire earth for like a minute. We don't really rape and pillage. We rape the earth with our like clothes and our style and stuff like that. Or black people's clothes, whatever.
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
Because we don't care. That's our job. We don't give a fuck. We're the only people in this world that know how to do this. We do this.
Yeah.
No one knows how to do that. You go to another country, anybody been out of this country, man, people don't do this. They care about everything. You go like this, and they go, you were late. English people hate us because we were late for the war. Like, I thought we saved them or something from World War II, but evidently, our soldiers came over and fucked all their women after the Germans bombed the shit. So we came late and then fucked their women, right? So they hate us, but they tell me this, and I go, what? Come on, man, who cares? I don't know who my father is. Who you?
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
What the fuck you crying about? I love a country that treats me like dog shit. Because I ain't going back to Africa. That's another thing. I'm not going back to no fucking Africa. Africa ain't shit. We ain't the lost children of Africa. Black people are like a special case. We're some new motherfuckers, man. We ain't African. What am I doing in Africa? Can't wear no nice clothes. What am I gonna be over there fighting? Got some sweatpants and tuxedo shoes with a fucking an AK-47 fighting.
I heard that bit before.
The Belgians told me, get the fuck out of here. Africans ain't shit. I'm American and shit. I don't know what the fuck I am, but I ain't African. They don't love us. Fuck Africa. But this country can't lose. Because we're arrogant. That's why we're number one.
Oh,
we don't give a fuck. You know, I was watching Fox, you know, they're cutting off heads over that in Iraq like it ain't shit. We are on like orange alert, like right underneath the highest. You know what the first news thing of the day on Fox was the other day? The 4th annual puff pie pastry eating contest in Wisconsin. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I
know
know
the puff pie shit on the mask. He said, go. And he had the pie and shit on his face. I'm like, we don't give a shit. That should be our Al Jazeera network. Every time they show a nigga get his head cut off, we show a nigga eating puff pie with doing this. Yeah. Whatever, nigga's head cut off. What the hell you gonna do? We don't give a shit. You gotta understand that. We don't care. I mean, we do, but we don't care. We don't travel and shit. When we do travel, we're arrogant. I refer to people in their own country as foreigners. When I go to other countries, I act like they visiting me. I'm like, where the fuck are you from? We call our sports champions world champs, and we don't play nobody else in the whole world. We don't play nobody else. It's the Mets versus the Yankees, and that's the world champ. You can take the train from where the Mets play and the Yankees play, and that's the world champs. The Lakers versus Sacramento, that's the world champ. That's why they hate us. But that's our job. Embrace it. Embrace how much they hate us. The rest of the world stinks. You see what we do? We steal English TV shows and make them into something here. $1 billion industry. Whose line is it anyway with some goofy shit?
That's true.
We brought it here, stole it, and made it something fantastic. We're better. Even our pedophiles are talented. Look at Michael Jackson. That nigga, no pedophile is as talented as Michael Jackson.
Damn, come on.
That nigga touches kids on a regular basis, and we can't stop listening to his music. We try to rationalize it. The nigga's so wonderful. We made a deal with ourselves. Okay, I'm only gonna listen to the music he made before he started touching kids. Then You Are Not Alone comes on. You're not sure. You and I. He's like, oh shit, what was that made? Because that was a good one. Damn, I hope he wasn't touching kids.
I've heard that a lot, trust me.
I wasn't touching kids doing You Are Not Alone. Fuck! Martha Stewart is the shit. I love her. I didn't love her until she started going to jail. I love that white woman. All white women aren't really on my social radar half the time, but that bitch, she is a cunt. And I mean that with all due respect. That bitch is a cunt. She ain't the girl, plant tomatoes and make, this is what you do to make chicken. She was like, her voice is really like this, and she's like, this is fucking bullshit. Send me to jail now so I can get over with this fucking shit.
Yeah, that's real.
Support my magazine. There's people that need to work. Buy my fucking magazine while I'm doing time, motherfuckers.
Shout out Martha Stewart, man. We love you.
You worried about that bitch in prison? She's going to prison. People think, oh, they don't build prisons for like rich white women. So don't think she's going to a rich white woman prison. She's, half the women in the jail she's going to was drug offenders, gangsters, federal offenses, smuggling drugs, kidnapping. That's federal offenses, kidnapping shit. That's who's in jail with her. But shit, don't worry about her. That bitch will run it. She can't no help. She's like, she's just fucking. She'll run it. Excuse me, you, big dyke. Come here. Who made these fucking potatoes? These mashed potatoes are fucking bland.
I can see that too. I really could.
Put some more. Come here. All you dykes. You, over here, giant dyke. You have no seasoning better than this horse shit you put in the fucking goddamn mashed potatoes.
Oh, man. People probably had it made in prison.
Kill that bitch, Martha. I heard you. You'll never stand me if I wrap these 700 thread count proof. Stab me through these 700 thread count pillowcases, bitches. I see you hoes coming to try to stab me.
Using the mirror.
You can't sneak, you big fucking dyke.
You're a fool for that. You're a
Hang
fool.
yourself with these.
Yeah, them sheets won't break.
There you
to
go.
hang yourself. Man, that's funny. That's funny.
I love Martha, man. She's straight gangster. I'm rooting for her.
Yeah,
I root for certain people, man. I root for anybody who takes steroids. Because they taking one for the team, for me. Why are we trying to stop steroids? I don't give a fuck. I'm a fan. I want to see you, blood coming from your eyes and your neck bulging, hitting home runs. I don't want to see no righteous, skinny motherfucker. Just bunting, looking like a fucking idiot. I want to see a nigga's heart getting ready to explode through his chest. For me. See that left eye pop out while he hits a 785th home run. We wouldn't be able to see a record if it wasn't for steroids, man. We should love steroids. Thank it. Everybody thinks we so into like trying to act like we give a shit. Motherfucker, I live like a minute from World Trade Center. When that shit first happened, people were down there at the goddamn ground zero, right? Like crying and shit, taking pictures with masks on, scared to death. 3 years later, these motherfuckers is up. I'm telling you, they take like the shout out pictures from, you know.
I remember that shit.
Now I got money that says in 20 years there'll be 9/11 day. Straight up cookouts. You got money? $1,000. I bet everybody in here, 20 years, 9/11 day, motherfuckers will just be cooking. Every holiday we have is somebody got fucked up. The Jews beat the shit out of Jesus, man. That's Easter. Yay! Go find that egg, stupid. Like, we celebrate Jesus getting the shit beat out of him.
Oh my God. He ain't lying.
About that lovely turkey we eat because the Indians got shot in the face with muskets. And you know, musket bullets must have hurt because they spread, so they got shot in the fucking face so we can eat our goddamn turkey and go to sleep. How about that fucking car on sale because Lincoln got shot in the back of his fucking head? There's not one holiday that's like, yay, peach cobbler day. Everything is death.
That is true, though. That is true.
What the fuck you think this country is? This is not no pussy-ass country. We made up of fucking surviving slaves, the worst criminals from England, and then fucking some more criminals in like 1900 when the motherfuckers all came over here, Italians and goddamn Polacks and all that shit. We a bunch of criminals and oppressed people. What the fuck? Where are we pussies? We don't care. We just do that shit. We care because we're supposed to. I only care when people like are around me. How you feel about that?
Oh, man. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off right there, man. Yeah. See, it's like no matter how you spin it, like the great comedians will always find a way to talk about like the most craziest subject matter, right? And not only make you think, but make you laugh. That's just what it is, man. Can't get around it no matter how much you want to. All right, y'all, that was Patrice O'Neal live at the Comedy Store, part 2 of this comedy special. Well, what can I talk about with this one, man? I mean, one thing that I did notice, I mean, it took me a while to notice it because I think I've said this before. When I was young, I was oddly aware of things that I probably shouldn't have been aware of and very, like, you know, oblivious and ignorant to things that I probably should have known, you know? And one thing that I figured out later on in life is just how arrogant America is. It's one of the things, believe it or not, that I don't like about my country. You know what I mean? Like, I know what Patrice is talking about, people pretending to care and why we're just like, you know, whatever, just shrug our shoulders like we don't care. Because that's what the vast majority of people in this country are like, man. Because they're just like, you know, so gung-ho on we the best and, you know, nobody's better than us. We're the most freest country. And I'm like, you know, it's true in some parts, man, but in many, many other ways, important ways, we are not free at all, man. We are all just like, you know, like there's modern day slavery and it's like, you know, it's just bad. You know what I mean? I had somebody leave me a comment just the other day I don't know if it was a couple days ago or whatever, but someone was just looking at me like, really? You didn't know that you guys were being treated this bad because of that America compared to other countries bit that I did a while back? And he was like, you didn't know that, man? You're part of the problem. I'm just like, geez, I can't argue with that. You're probably right, you know, because it was my ignorance, you know, not being aware of things that I should have been aware of, you know. And yeah, I could definitely see why other countries hate America. And they probably should, you know, because the arrogance of us is not really a very flattering thing. It's a very bad thing, you know. I wish that in many ways we could like get past that, but we're too far gone, you know, to recover. Everybody's used to how we are. And like everyone gets taught all this dumb shit that's clearly not true about this country, you know. You know, I used to like really, I was never really like all patriotic about America really, but I was just, you know, happy about certain things, and all the other stuff I was just like, didn't think about because I didn't want to really be aware of how arrogant and bad we were, you know. But it is what it is though. But we definitely got a lot of good things on our side, you know what I mean? I'll say that. But other stuff, man, it's just like we just push it to the side, all the bad stuff, because we don't want to be known as anything bad. That's the arrogance of the country, you know. But the one thing, the couple of things that I will refute just because I have to. It's not about me caring, really. It's just about a personal opinion and a feeling that I have in myself. Like Michael Jackson, what he said about Mike, you know what I mean? I don't agree with that, obviously. I think that if you're one of the people who think that Michael Jackson did that to them kids, you're kind of fucking dumb, you know? And the reason I say that is because, you know, I could say a whole bunch of stuff about this if I want, but I'll just say this real quick. Michael Jackson was the perfect target for those allegations, those accusations and stuff like that, because he was a different type of individual. So him being as different as he was the perfect target to get accused of that, you know. And us, the fans, we ruined Michael Jackson because all we had to do was just understand that whole thing was bullshit. That's all we ever had to do, and the vast majority of people in America just couldn't do it. And that still breaks my heart to this day. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. But as far as the whole Martha Stewart thing, you know, yeah, Martha Stewart was like, what was she accused of, you know? People say, like, I saw some people talking about it, but I guess the hookup or whatever it was called, it was like, you know, Cat Williams had a bit about it, and he was like, she had her money in the account, and someone said, hey, Martha, if you don't move your money, it's going to be gone. And if she did that, she got sent to prison. I don't know what the technical term for what she did, you know, is called or whatever, but I think it's kind of stupid that she had to end up going to prison for that. But, you know, Martha, you know, I like Martha Stewart, man. You know, she was always, like, on some stuff that, you know, that you could just take some of her little bits and pieces of stuff that she had on her show, and now she rocking with Snoop. They had a show together. I saw her on a couple of roasts. I think she's actually pretty cool people, you know. That's just me from the limited knowledge that I have of her. But yeah, but as far as the steroids go, this is what I feel about the steroids. I think I might have said it before, but I don't agree with steroids. I think it's kind of a bitch move to do if you're a professional athlete. It's because you're supposed to be the best in the world. So if you're supposed to be the best in the world, why would you need this stuff? You know what I mean? And the whole thing about hitting home runs, the steroids, it wasn't really the steroids that helped people hit more home runs. It was prolonging the careers, really, because these guys got hurt and they couldn't recover, and I guess the steroids helped them recover, or maybe that's just one part of it. But guys like Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa and Barry Bonds and all these other players, they were good players before they got jacked up on the steroids. I mean, Jose Canseco and Alex Rodriguez, I guess they were just on it from the jump, you know. But I just don't agree with it personally. If you're supposed to be the best, man, you're playing yourself by taking steroids. It's not a matter of me caring so much. It's just like, geez, come on, this is what you got to do? Like, my attitude is very simple. Even Ken Griffey Jr. said something about it that I didn't agree with. He was just talking about how, you know, if you a player that's in between like the minors and the big leagues, and this little bit of steroids is going to help you provide for your family, I know what he's talking about, but I don't agree with that because, like, look, if you can't get to the big leagues naturally, if you can't stay in the big leagues naturally, if you have a career-ending injury or something like that, and you can't get back to where you need to be, then your career is done. It's just like that, you know? And I know that's kind of easy for me to say, but I'm just like, there's a lot of opportunities that I've had to take advantage of things in a negative way. But I didn't do it because I wouldn't be able to look at myself in the mirror and, you know, call myself a real man if I were to do these things. So I just leave well enough alone, you know? And a lot of these guys didn't do it. Some people think that they should be in the Hall of Fame and other people think not and all that. I don't really care about the Hall of Fame one way or the other, but that's just whatever, man. But I just, I have so many conflicting feelings about America and all the things that we get into here, but I just try to be as good of a person as I can. And if, you know, something comes around my direction with my favorite teams, my Seattle teams, I'm like, I hope we don't do it. But if we do it, I'm like, you better not do nothing while you with us, man, because I ain't hearing all that. But yeah, I'm yakking on a little bit too much. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off right there. One more time. Patrice O'Neal, live at the Comedy Store, part 2 of the stand-up comedy special. And if you like that reaction, please boom on that like button for me one more time. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and of course, as always, leave a nice comment for your boy. Constructive critiques, leave a nice suggestion or a request, and throw a couple jabs, jokes, and zingers at me. Friendly dialogue, no drama here, all right? Please and thank you for always remembering. So yeah, this is gonna be Eddie B TV, wrapping this one up. One more game here. Glad to be back. Like I said, it's been, I just looked at the last video that I made. It's been like almost a couple of weeks, man. I know a lot of stuff is going on since I've had the channel. I've had to take some time off, man, but I tried my hardest to make sure I don't have to go that route, but this time it was just no getting around it. I was like shivering, like I must have got like, I was in between like 100 and 104 temperature, man, almost at 105. It was just really, really bad. It was like, you know, the little bit of house meds, you know, the ibuprofen or the Tylenol, and just using ice packs and, you know, trying to keep food down. It was just really, really bad, man. I didn't think that it was going to be that bad for myself, even if I did end up getting it, because I never really cared if I did or not. But since I had it, it was just a pain in the ass, and I don't wish that on anybody, man. It was just terrible. And I know some people deal with it differently and all that, man, but I just, man. I guess the only thing that I didn't have to deal with was dying, but everything else was just so bad. But, you know, still got a little bit of a mild stomach bug, a little bit, like it's kind of like dealing with a hangover when you're drunk, something like that. But I feel better than I have in a very long time, and I'm just glad to be back here in front of all you guys, having more fun, reacting to some funny videos and everything else in between. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in one more time, man. I had a lot of fun, and it says that we're about 20 minutes into this special, and we got about 40 minutes more, so maybe knock this out, maybe another 4 parts or something like that. Now, when I pick up where I'm leaving off here the next time, there's like one little part in here that they said was blocked, and I'll see if I can squeeze that in there somehow, but I don't know why they even, like, you know, make it impossible for me to watch certain things on here, but it is what it is though, man. I'm just gonna leave it alone, and hopefully we can just pick up where we left off smoothly and, you know, surely, you know what I mean? Smoothly and surely. Yeah, I guess I said that right. So, yeah, like I said, thank y'all for tuning in, and until next reaction, love and appreciate y'all. Peace.